Meat. Well, given the sensitivities like this, how much of a minefield is the business of choosing what to serve on board? Airline catering consultant Jeremy Clark joins us now from Penang in Malaysia. Welcome to the programme, Jeremy. Air India, this move by them, the airline is already in billions of dollars of debt at the moment. Is this not going to cause them more harm than good if passengers feel they're being discriminated against?
You know, it's an interesting thing how airlines make decisions about the way they're going to cut costs. And they are somewhat constricted because there are areas that they just can't do anything about, like wages, landing fees, fuel, leasing, etc. But food is one of the things that is an easy target. And what they tend to forget is the social media storm, or the impact that that's going to have on the decisions that they make. And this is a perfect example of one of them. I mean, they first took this decision back in December 2015, if you remember, to start putting vegetarian food only on short-haul flights. And now this media storm about something which should really be something as trivial as just food. But what the airlines continually fail to appreciate is the value that food and hospitality brings to their product. People remember what they had to eat and their food and hospitality experience months after the event. But they can't remember what they had at home a week ago today. And the airlines tend to forget this, and they do make decisions like this, and then they reap the rewards.
It's very true, Jeremy. Just before our interview began, I went on Twitter and just typed in airline food, and there are thousands and thousands of messages from people all over the world talking about particular airlines that have disappointed them. One that I have experienced is British Airways. A short haul, they've decided to charge people for their meals. That's had a lot of people talking about it on social media. I'm just wondering, from your perspective, if you understand there to be a difference in expectations if you are flying from Asia or you're flying from Europe, where people want their meals on board or they don't care.
The model has changed across the world. Back in the day, and I'm talking about those days and sort of thereafter, it was pretty much the same everywhere because there were major carriers that dominated the market. Now we have such a variety of carriers who have conditioned passengers into lowering their expectations. And in America especially, they have been dumbed down to the point of almost non-existent hospitality, especially in economy. They are starting to turn that around now as there's a little bit more cash floating around to spend, and they understand and they have come to appreciate that it is a selling point. It can be a UPS if they are putting better hospitality on board. But the difference between Middle East Asia / Europe America has widened dramatically in the last 10 to 15 years, largely cost-driven. But as I say, in earlier times, airlines tended to be run by people who had come from traditionally the hospitality business. The airlines, what is an airline other than a modern version of a cruise line, which is where they originated? And now, of course, they're all run by accountants who I don't sometimes believe always see the value of the hospitality side of what they do. There are airlines, of course, that do. I mean, there are airlines that capitalize on it. Think of Cathay, think of Qatar, Singapore Airlines. All these airlines use their hospitality as a part of their selling point. But when they don't, it can come back to bite them.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about quality yet. We'll have to leave it there, Jeremy, but thank you so much. And we love that picture there. Not sure I've ever seen anything like that before in reality either, but thank you so much, Jeremy Clark.
You're welcome.